I know it is. So that's what I was going to do after I did my first demonstration, which is why I saved it, is to get it into just little chunks, because all you need is just a tiny little rock, because as soon as it touches something that is slightly warmer, then it's going to start to go into its gaseous form, into the smoke, and it's not going to last very long. So I was go ahead and break that up. The food demonstration was going on, because we only need like a little chunk of it, like broken into little bits. And it should probably just be done right before we do it, because if we put it into a little before they put it in their drink, it's gonna just start to evaporate into air, and it's not gonna last, and we'll have to get them another one. Yeah, because I think it's like negative 370 degrees to keep carbon dioxide frozen like that, because it's usually a gas. Huh? Yeah, you can't touch. You'll get burns if you touch that bare hand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like some leather gloves, if he has any. Sean, see what I'm talking about? Okay. So, yeah, let's do that just as a precautionary. Although, are we expecting people to? Looks good, huh? She's all I came prepared.
Are you cool if I bring you up?
To people, make sure that you point it at their mouth, okay? At their mask. No, yeah, do that as well. But maybe just keep holding it just for,
Pardon me?
The last part is just wrap it up and just say thanks so much for coming in, blah, blah.
right. Sounds good to me. It's going to be fun. We're excited.
I'm really excited. I think it's really cool. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hi, I'm
Nice to meet you.
Brandon.
I'm the mixologist, yes.
Thanks so much for being here.
No problem.
Yeah, he's not
Thanks for
going to
doing
be
this.
over in this area, but I'll let Brandon know. So it doesn't sound like Eric's going to be over here
Okay.
much, while you're doing the drink mixing.
Yeah, I'm going to step out unless you need banter.
All right.
So he can banter.
I can.
So when people come up here, just please make sure that they're like on either side of this so that we can get a good clear shot of you, okay?
Okay.
You're the star over here, all right?
That's how I was
Yes.
born to be.
I know, I
Promise.
can tell. All right. Cool.
What do we... Brenda, now which glass did we decide to put the daiquiri in? It's only 4 ounces. So it's a very shallow, like, martini glass. Yeah, no, so, but we were already,
Was it champagne flute or something?
oh yes, that's exactly, yep, it was these ones.
I think, sir,
So,
let me...
yeah, it was flutes. Okay, so, once I leave, happiness as I... All right. Um, you pronounce that Occidental Hotel?
Yes, sir.
Occidental Hotel?
Yep.
Okay. San Fran. Sis. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Nothing.
Do I take these out?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Is there 10?
I think that's 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I let it take it? We're going to be 30 and 12. Have you done 3 days?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
Yes, sir. Outside the sphere, lowercase, no space.
Got it. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Gonna use the restroom before we get started. So, well, no, I was just wondering our guests, like, are they late? Are we gonna postpone a little? Are
No,
they?
he knows who's coming. There's one other person.
Oh, okay.
It's a smaller crowd than
Okay.
we thought. It was about a dozen, but probably down to.
Okay.
But you're going to be on video. They'll be watching from home.
Yeah, so we have
Okay.
a large audience.
Yes.
And they have
Yes.
the recipe, so they're going to, someone's
Perfect.
going to be following you.
Perfect. Okay. Well, and then I accidentally poured too much out. Please do, because I poured 10, because that's what I thought the guest list was.
Okay.
And I got ahead of myself before confirming with anyone.
What makes you want to learn how to mix drinks?
Well, hop on in. You won't be on camera if that's what you're worried about. You're going to be sitting on the side of either of me just following my instructions.
What did you learn? Did you just, how did you learn?
Just on the job. Just on the job kind of thing, you know. Liking drinks when I went out to drinks and then looking up on YouTube how to make stuff, you know. So, yeah. And that's the cool thing about mixology is, you know, even when I went out and I got the same shot at different places, not all of them had like their own little twist or like thing that they did to it, whether either made it more palatable for one person or not. So, yeah.
So we're doing the mezcal tasting.
Right. Sunday, but I'll be gone this Sunday. Otherwise I would.
So where are you going?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. It snowed and I'm out. No. I had this trip planned with my lady to go friends there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I went to Florida like, what was it? August? July, August. And saw that friend, so now I'm going to go again. So.
Okay. We'll have better weather.
Yeah, she was all flexing on us because we're like, the last time we got the snow it was like 4 to 8 inches everywhere. And she goes, have to flex real quick, it's 88 and sunny here. And I was all, cool.
I think we need to get plates and everything so they can eat.
I saw Chef bring out a bunch of plates. I don't know if it was this or for his dish.
What about the
Because there were a bunch of like,
I know nothing.
oh, okay, he did bring out a bunch of shared plates. That I do know.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you mind unplugging until it's your time to shine?
That
Yeah.
look okay?
Okay, cool. Because I could just...
I don't know if the microphone's coming through.
Yeah, it doesn't give the green light as long as it's on the end.
I'm ready. Hello. Hello. Checking this out. Does it work okay? Okay. Hey, and thanks for joining us this evening. My name is Eric Kozempa. I'm the director of the Longmont Community Foundation. And you're joining us here tonight at Outworld. Before we get started, I've got a few remarks that I want to make, if my mask doesn't fall down too far to my face here. First of all, I want to thank our business sponsors, our partners, actually, that help the Community Foundation each and every year. Our platinum business sponsors are UC Health, RealWear, Longmont United Hospital, Seagate. Our gold sponsors and bronze sponsors are Front Range State Bank, Main Street Investments, First Western Trust, GTC Construction, Bank of Colorado, Ron's Printing, Merrill Lynch, Burden Incorporated, True North, Longmont Downtown Development Authority, High Plains Bank, and State Farm West Parker Agency. Thanks to all of those people for providing the support to the foundation that we need each and every year to survive. Thanks to Brenda Fuller and her staff at Outworld. We are fortunate to be here at Outworld. I encourage anybody to come out here and try some of the great beers and some of the great food as well. Finally, thanks to Katrina Miller over at Black Cat Productions. She's done a terrific job of organizing this and making sure we can stream this on YouTube. And we'll bring her up a little later here to have her talk a few things about about her production company and some of the things that she does in the community. I also want to thank the Board of Trustees for the Longmont Community Foundation. Welcome our newest members, Lauren Jenkins and Madeline Woodley. We're so proud of having them on the foundation board, and we look forward to their participation and their input and some of the participation and leadership that they will provide the foundation. Thanks to our other board members, Dale Bernard for being our president, Monica Baldwin for being our vice president, Sam Knapp for being our treasurer, Don Allspaw for our secretary position, Matt Zavala, our past president, and John Caldwell, Lynn Harkness, Jan Kanemoto, Brian Lartz, Sonia Marrero, Eliberto Mendoza, Susan Shirley, Jake Van Kessel, and finally Roy White. And many thanks to the staff of the Longmont Community Foundation. Lisa Tatasco, who does a great job of making sure our scholarships are run efficiently, effectively, making sure that more students go to school, trade school, vocational, two-year education, four-year institutions. Jean Schnabel, who does our finance and administrative duties at the foundation. Now, normally, we would be doing this over in person with appetizers and drinks together on this evening, but unfortunately, because of COVID, we have obviously changed our celebration, but we're so glad you're catching us on TV here or on your YouTube station. While I'm personally optimistic about our community, and have always been, I have to acknowledge the loss for many of you viewing. We have lost members of our community due to COVID. We've seen some of our beloved businesses and arts offerings struggle and shutter, and we witnessed the tragedy of enormous wildfires in Colorado and the West. Organizations in Longmont have had to adjust their fundraisers and operations to meet our challenges, but I have faith in our community. We generally like each other, no matter what the differences are, and I believe that we can face the future as the friendly community that we have been for many years and that we will be. While we've seen many challenges in 2020, there are a few points of light, too, as well. We bridge communication with technology that I could have never dreamed of when I was younger. We're able to connect across the country and world through video calls. And while many of us are sick of Zoom, it's been an amazing way to stay in touch with friends and family. We're on the brink of a development of a vaccine in record time. We've seen each other in our homes, in casual settings, in our normal lives, working and tending to our pets and children, which is a refreshing way to see people at work. It's been endearing and uplifting to see our community members in their most real moments, consoling an infant, tending to a barking dog, or dismissing a cat on their lap near their computer video screens. And finally, we've overused the words like pivot, thread the needle many times. I wish I had a dime for each of those times I've used those words. And all at the foundation, we've continued to do the good work that we do at the foundation. With the help of community partners, we've awarded $130,000 in scholarships to students seeking careers in trades or looking to get a 2-year or 4-year institution degree. We've granted $2 million out to the community, much of these grants to help basic needs, shelter, food, rental assistance, to those displaced by underemployment or underemployment. Our Sharing the Next Light program, in partnership with Longmont Power and Youth and Family Services, has provided high-speed internet service to 50 low-income students, bridging the digital divide. This program is now expanding to college students. And our Neighbor to Neighbor COVID Relief Fund provided almost $292,000 to 112 nonprofits like El Comité, A Woman's Work, Our Center, Hope, and Crossroads, as well as the in-between Longmont Meals and Wheels. We did this free of any administrative charge, and a full list of grantees is available on our website. We're also proud to announce the Jeff and Annette Nading Challenge. They are challenging the community to raise $50,000 for our Today and Tomorrow Fund. Our Today and Tomorrow Fund is our operating endowment support. It provides this nice safety cushion for the foundation. And so Jeff and Annette Nading have challenged the community that if we can raise $50,000, they're going to match that with $50,000. So we're really encouraging the community to come forward. So we are positioned to help the community in the future, for now, today, and in the future. And then finally, I want to mention Strongmont. In partnership with the Advanced Longmont Partners, we provided $223,000 to 23 businesses navigating reopening in the pandemic for round one. Recognizing the shortcomings and, frankly, my mistakes in the first process, we embarked on Strongmont 2. Great committee members stepped up to serve on this effort to provide support of businesses of color. Special thanks to Shakita Yarborough, chairing this committee. She's with the YWCA. Bernice Garcia Tellez of the City of Longmont for her amazing input and really calling me out for some of my assumptions and calling out the process and changing it up, making it more equitable, diversified. Lauren Jenkins with Mini Money Management and entrepreneur. Madeline Woodley, community volunteer and community leader, who's also serving on our board. Welcome, Madeline. Ricardo Cabrera of the Latino Chamber. Eliberto Mendoza, City of Longmont and LCF board member. Shaquille Dalal, entrepreneur. Ron Brambilla, of the Latino Chamber as well. I just want to thank you sincerely for making sure that Strongmont 2 was an effective and an equitable process for everybody. And we were able to grant $100,000 to 23 businesses with Strongmont 2. And again, a full list of those who received grants is available on our website. One of the awardees is actually Katrina Miller with Black Cat Productions. And Katrina has volunteered, I think, to step in front of the camera tonight instead of behind the camera, even though she's busy. Hopefully I can take a couple of minutes of her time to talk to her about the Strongmont 2 grants and about some of the things that she does at Black Cat Productions. So Katrina, could you come up for a minute? She is switching out, so I gotta stall here for a little bit while she comes up. She's busy. Katrina, thanks so much for helping us with this and for everything you do. You've been a joy to work with, and it's been fantastic. And I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you're up to at Black Cat Productions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I definitely want to say thank you to the Longmont Community Foundation. What I primarily do is videography and video directing at concert venues. And since COVID-19, there's been no crowds being able to gather. So I have lost a lot of work. So when I applied for the Strongmont grant, I had it in my mind that I wanted to try to create my own live stream system that I can take anywhere. Since I can't go to the venues, I can bring kind of the whole system somewhere else. So I was able to create that, and I'm using it tonight. And this never would have happened if not for the Strongmont grant. So I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Katrina. We really appreciate everything you do. And like I said, it's been a joy to work with her. So check her out on her website and check out Black Cat Productions. And hopefully we can get you some business, too. All right, thanks, Katrina. Yes, she's got to go back and work, so it's good. And then finally, of course, I think the one thing that was difficult and probably the silver lining with the Strongmont process was recognizing that the Longmont Community Foundation was falling short as far as equity and leadership and diversity. And certainly we've had to re-examine how diversity, equity, and inclusiveness should be paramount to everything we do at the foundation. We represent the entire community, and certainly our values should reflect as such. We're not perfect, but I can tell you that we are moving in a great direction, and I think with help from others in the community and help from our community, we can move in a more equitable direction, and we can continue to do better. We look forward to better days in 2021 when I won't be pulling a mask up all the time when I'm speaking. But just want to say thanks so much to our donors, our community, and for making the Longmont and the St. Vrain Valley a really special place to live. So thank you so much. We're going to get on to the demo right now. So we're going to turn it over to the mixologist over at Outworld. So let's go over here. And is it Brendan? I'm sorry. Brandon, sorry. So Brandon is going to be our person doing the demonstrations. And I am not sure whether I need to give you a mic. It looks like you already have one. Yeah. So he's all set. So we're going to get started right now. I'm going to invite people who are in the crowd here to come up. And we can take a look and see what Brandon's going to do for us. And I get to step out of the way. So thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to have you guys come get your supplies down here and set up a station on either side of me. So I'm going to fill your containers with ice for you. And the first one we will be making is a daiquiri. So it's white rum, simple syrup, and lime juice. If you can all just grab your little mixers and pick a spot on either side of the mat, down there.
And the other side of where?
The mat.
Oh, the mat. Okay.
Yep.
Don't stand in front of it.
Yes. So. All right. All right, so the first ingredient we're going to be mixing is going to be our 2 ounces of white rum. So we're going to add that into our shakers. Okay. Now, the second one is going to be our simple syrup, and it's only 1 ounce. You can help me. Got it? Okay. And then the third one is going to be our fresh lime juice. Yep. And there you are, miss. All right. Now we are going to cap our shakers, make sure it's on there tight, and you have the little lid on top of the strainer at the top. Yep. And then we're going to sit there and we're going to shake it. Get it all mixed real good. Yep. All right. Then, for your guys' strainer, all you have to do is take off the top cap where there's a bunch of holes. And
Famous last words.
yeah. So, thank you. And then we are going to pour it into our little flute glass. Then here are some lime wheels for a garnish.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You got it? Yep. Well, cheers, guys. You guys made your first daiquiri.
Thank you.
Good.
That is really good.
Yeah, so how mixology came about is very unclear. There's a couple hypotheses. In the late 1800s, before people took a ferry to Martineztown, they would go to the Oxalent Hotel in California, in San Fran, and would get a Martinez, and that was with gin and everything. And then in the early 1900s, it became a martini in New York during the Prohibition. So it's very unclear where the origins came from, but mixology's been around for hundreds of years. 112, but who's counting? Awesome. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your drink, and then I believe the next demonstration is going to be cooking. And then we'll come back and we'll make 2 more.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Get some food or else. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks.
Awesome. I'm going to put this back on later, okay? I'm going to put a mic on you, okay? Excuse me. Just put this with your face. And then tell me when you're done and I'll take it off, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, it's Eric again. I wanted to invite Brenda Fuller here from Outworld just to tell us a little bit more about this wonderful restaurant. It really is pretty neat. The theme is science fiction.
Sci-fi fantasy. First, I want to say we are delighted to host you today. We're very excited to have you here. Outworld Brewing, we opened February 28th, right before the pandemic really hit. So we just recently launched, but we are a sci-fi fantasy themed brew pub where we use sci-fi fantasy to create an experience for our guests to enjoy beer and our Bavarian cuisine.
Well, that's awesome. So how did you get the idea for a theme of Bavarian cuisine?
So Bavarian cuisine pairs very well with beer and the type of beer that we produce. So we thought that that would be a great way to introduce our guests to our beer. We often have suggested pairings, and that is our way of just helping the guests to really fully experience what we have here in terms of cuisine.
Having a Mike Pence moment. Sorry. So anyway, how many beers do you have on tap then?
We have 11 beers on tap right now. We have a capacity to have many more. And once the pandemic passes us, we will be, our taps will be full.
Fantastic. And then, is such a beautiful space. I encourage anybody to come down here and take a look. It is fantastic. And, the food is amazing, and your beer is amazing, and you've got this beautiful bar, and it's not just beer. It's like you've got all the drinks that you probably ever want in an establishment, and you've done so much as far as the remodeling. It really is fantastic, Brenda.
Thank you. And we really look forward to, once the pandemic is over, to having even more events. But even now, with the pandemic, we have had some sci-fi themed events and evenings. So we would encourage folks to follow us on Facebook and to see all of the really cool things that we have coming up as we really start to launch our sci-fi fantasy themed events. And in January have a fandom masquerade, so that we're really excited about.
Oh, that's great. And you're so involved in the community already. I know you've done some stuff with the Grey Havens and the YWCA and some other really great groups, so thank you so much.
Are participating in the Black is Beautiful initiative along with over 1,000 other breweries around the world. We have brewed a beer, and the proceeds from that go to support the YWCA. So we're really excited about the relationship that we have with them.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you, Brenda. We really appreciate you opening your doors to us, and we really look forward to utilizing the space even more so. And when we were able to kind of move about the cabin and we can have people and crowd on in here, it'll be awesome. So,
our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Brenda Fuller at Outworld. So we're really appreciative to have her and use the facility tonight. And I think we're going to go over to our cooking demo right now. So let's turn it over to, I'm sorry, I don't know the gentleman's name. Grant. Seth Grant? All right. Seth Grant, thank you so much.
All right, so today we're going to make sausage and pierogies. It's the entree we're featuring tonight. Great cold weather dish. We got a hot pan. We're going to heat up a little oil here. Then here we have some house-made kielbasa sausage. Going to get a hard sear on that. Now while our sausage is cooking, we're going to go ahead and throw in our pierogies. These are cheddar and potato. Nice even sear on the sausage. Yeah, so all the sausage we feature at the restaurant is all house made. Currently we have a Jaegerwurst and a Bratwurst on the menu. Hopefully here by December we're hoping to feature 6 different sausages, including a house-made vegan sausage that's on the menu right now.
And what about pierogies? Do you make pierogies in-house too?
No, I do not make the pierogies. My favorite place is down on my side of town called the Pierogi Factory. All right, so we got a good sear going. We're going to add our vegetables and our onions. A little salt and pepper. So this is a really easy at-home dish to cook. I love it on a cold, snowy day such as today. And it goes great with beer, so it's hard not to like. Basically, we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. Get a nice even sear on both sides of our pierogies. Cook the peppers and onions down a little bit. And we'll be ready to eat.
And is that an appetizer here, or is that a...
No, this was made just for you guys tonight, so this is unique to this event. We're going to plate our sausage. Use the moisture that's coming out of the peppers and onions to get all the last little crumblies and flavors out of the pan. And that's going to be our dish right there. Easy, make it at home in under 15 minutes. Enjoy. No worries.
Okay, bye.
I don't know if this, yeah. Good?
You want me to try to break up the dry ice?
Hey, and we're back. We got somebody in the audience. I grabbed somebody here, Ricardo Cabrera. Some people know him, some people do not. You probably should know him. He's over at the Latino Chamber, and he's a force. He's one of our committee members from the Strongmont 2 grant. And actually, the odd thing is that I've never met him in person until now. And he's probably looking at me thinking, that I thought that guy was a lot shorter when I first met him, but now I'm a little taller maybe, but not much.
Well, I'm actually following Napoleon's theory, right? That, you know, the smarts are measured from your head to the sky, not from your head to the ground. So
That's right, yeah.
surprisingly, we're about the same height, so I wouldn't have, I thought you were a lot older than you look.
So anyway, Ricardo's with the Chamber, and so tell us what the Latino Chamber does.
Well, the Latino Chamber is a Boulder County group. We are interested and we are helping the Latino, Hispanic, Latinx, whatever you want to call it, community for economic development. So our goal is for economic development. We want to help young businesses, new businesses, small businesses, Latino-owned businesses succeed, grow. This year, the last year, the COVID year, we're focusing on helping businesses get through and get past this year, through education, business education, how to start a business, how to get through this COVID pandemic, and survive the year, of course, and then and grow in the years to come.
Anything you're seeing from the business community that either you think is an enormous challenge or something that the general public doesn't know?
Well, the challenges are equal to everybody, unfortunately. It has to do with the fact that in some cases you have limited capacity, in some cases you're closed. Challenges for the Latino community is the fact that customers are not there, and a lot of our owners in our community, the Latino community, is a frontline community. So, when you don't have a job, then you don't have income. And that affects not only their personal life, their family life, but the whole community is affected.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think is my word of the year is uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And so through other things that we've done at the Community Foundation, that we've become uncomfortable, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it's awakened us to other things that we need to actually look at and examine. So one of the things I encourage people to do with the Strongmont 2 grants is to actually look at that list of Strongmont 2 grants and go to some of those places that they normally wouldn't go. Because I think that it's through that uncomfortableness that we actually realize that there's just a lot of other businesses out there that some people don't normally frequent and go to.
Right, and one of the beauties of, the silver lining of a down year, economically speaking, a down year is that, you reinvent. You figure out new ways to make business. You see other businesses that you didn't see before. And, it's actually a good time to start a business. It seems contradictory, but, Warren Buffett likes to say that, when the economic cycle is down, that's the time to invest. And that's the time to start a business. And I've noticed that, some people have been really imaginative. They've come out with great ways to succeed, to get ahead. And some new businesses that weren't there before, that didn't exist, some new concepts, a little bit of a paradigm shift is here. And I think we're going to see great things coming up in the next few months.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the food truck scene is probably going to be even more robust than it was before. So,
yeah, the food truck, it's a time for families to get together and stay together, for people to interact in ways that they hadn't before. Delivery services, there are the national ones, the global ones that we know about, but there are also new ones and new ways to deliver and to enjoy, specifically food and food trucks. It's one of those businesses that, this pandemic it caters to them, pardon the pun.
Sounds
to those guys.
Yeah. So, and Ricardo, tell the audience again your title and what your duties are over at the Latino Chamber, and And tell them your golf game, and you're an amazing golfer, too, as well.
Well, thank you for that. I hit the ball once in a while. Well, see, at the Latino Chamber, my official title is the operations manager. It's a new position. The Latino Chamber, like many other businesses right now, we're going through a process of reinvention and rebooting. And so I am the first paid staff they've had in their history since 2005 when they opened their doors to the public. Like I said, we're creating a business, from scratch. We're creating a community. We're opening doors for ourselves and for the community. We're meeting people like you guys. It's been a wonderful experience working with you, Eric. Thank you for all your help. And as far as my golf game, I get lucky once in a while. That's all I can say about that.
Well, I think that's a really good segue, because I sound really cheesy when I say I was fortunate to run into you and meet you through probably not the best circumstances in the world, but the silver lining is that I got to know you and really respect what you're doing and really respect all the help you provide at the foundation. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Eric, for that, and let's keep doing it. Let's see what else comes to us.
That's right. I agree. It'd be awesome. All right. I think we're getting close to the next. Yes, he's nodding his head. So I think we're going to get to the next demonstration and more to drink. All right.
Those two behind
Thanks,
the
Eric.
vodka.
My pleasure.
One, the lime juice. That's okay. I got it. Okay. Let's see. And there we go. I just need these full of ice. Yep. Perfect. All right. And then if you could get the other ones filled with ice for them. For their second drink. Okay. I need my set. Now. All right, guys. We ready to make a whiskey sour? We are. So, the only thing that we're not going to do is add egg white. It's optional. It was added at a later time to make it frothier. But due to health reasons, we're just going to leave that for the ones at home if you want to do it. So first we're going to take our 2 ounce of whiskey, brown liquid, first one. You have 2 rows, and you're going to just follow the row up as far as adding to your mixer, okay?
Alrighty.
So first one's your 2 ounce of bourbon. Good. All right. Then our 1 ounce simple syrup. Got it all? Yep. All right. And then our 1 ounce of lime juice.
Okay.
Then we're going to cap it. Make sure it's on there good. And then we're going to shake it. Get it all mixed real good. All right. Then in those, I have 10 ounce glasses that you're going to strain them into. So just take off the cap again. Can you get the other plastic? I need 5 more with ice for the vodka one, please. How long have I been a mixologist? 2 years. So.
And how does one become a mixologist?
So I got training on the job. So at my previous job, I started from the bottom, and then I worked my way up to working alongside with bartenders. There are classes you can take for mixology, you know, and some organizations or bars require that you do have a mixology certificate. Others just, how long have you, you know, been making drinks for another establishment when you're applying for a job? So it just really varies. But, well, cheers, guys. This is your whiskey sour.
Cheers, thank you.
Mmm,
That's good.
it's real good. All right. The second one that I will be making with you guys has dry ice. So originally when we were supposed to be doing this event, it was the 26th of October, right before Halloween. So that's how I came up with this drink. Now, I'll be adding the dry ice for you. don't want any casualties here. Now, for the people making this at home, dry ice is not a requirement. It just adds a spooky effect for it. So, here are some clean shakers. And in front of you,
It's easier if we do it now than later.
you should have 4
Thing becomes
ingredients. And we are going to add the 3 ounces, or in this case 2.5, for these 10 cups of vodka. Now this one's called Midnight Martini.
Okay.
All right. Then we are going to add 1/2 ounce of grenadine, which is the red one.
Yeah, very nice.
And then 1/2 ounce of Caraco, it's the blue. Excuse me. So I ran out of tins. All right. And then,
So did you say grapple? Sorry.
Caraco, the blue.
Yeah, grapple?
No, it's with a C.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Oh, curacao. Okay. Oh.
I say my C's.
Brazilian thing.
And then 1/2 ounce, or an ounce, sorry, of lime. Now we are going to shake this one up. We're going to get a nice purple color. Can you bring me the martini glasses, please? I think we have enough. Very nice. Yes. And the, do you, yeah, okay, you can just pass it out.
In martini glasses, thank you.
Yes. All right. And then, no, you want to strain it. You don't want all the ice in there. You won't have enough room.
Gotcha.
Midnight martini.
And where's the dry ice?
Right here. Give me one moment. Are these the tongs? So, let's see.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yours is screaming already.
Yes, it is. Ooh, just like Halloween.
Ooh. Oh, I just threw it. Do you think? I'm trying to find a smaller one. There. All right.
Eric, I think you came out unscathed from your scare, the COVID scare. You came out with no problem or no issue.
Sure. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Good, good. Well, it's amazing how all throughout the pandemic since it started, I never came close to it. I never meet anybody that had it or, you know, and in the past 2 weeks, 2 of my friends have gotten it, and you know, some of them with symptoms. Hopefully that's as far as it goes with them and anybody else. But, oh, that's cool. Yay.
Yay.
The bigger chart.
Yes.
That's really cool. Should I move out of the way? There you go. And it tastes good too. Cheers.
And then for a martini with this, you could garnish with like blackberries as well, or any type of dark fruit.
Cheers, Carlino. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us. Cheers. Eric. Cheers.
Cheers. And thanks to my lovely assistant over here, the owner, Brenda.
Well, and we're so thrilled to have everybody. Thank you so much for being here for this live event, and I'd really encourage everybody to come to Outworld. Brenda, what is the address again over here?
1725 Vista View Drive.
Off of 119, just east of the Sandstone Ranch. So that's what I can think of as far as a good marker for people. But fantastic place, and thank you so much for everything you do, and thanks for doing the demo for us and for providing a great venue. So
No, thank you.
thanks, everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Salud.
Thanks. Cheers. Mm.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, please enjoy your drinks.
Yep.
But eat some food, please.
We have to get some food. This is way more than I have to drink usually.